All right, it's Monday again, which means there's going to be another dev diary. And first one was mobility focused with all the new road features. This one is as well, traffic AI. Let's jump right into the video. Afterwards, we're going to read the dev blog.
People are the lifeblood of your city. As they move through it, they set the city's pulse. Not in the cold rhythms of code, but with the variability and pace of a real city. So you should
All right, don't like the skyline colors here, the lights. Doesn't look too realistic because they're all the same color. I love the pedestrian road.
expect the same order and chaos that emerges when countless individual decisions are made all at once. It's a level of vibrant realism you've never seen before.
This is a very nice looking intersection. I like that.
And it's powered by the deep simulation of traffic AI. How people move from A to B in your city is called pathfinding. Previously, pathfinding meant choosing the shortest route by distance, but ignoring factors like travel time and traffic congestion was less than ideal. Pathfinding?
Okay, so I played with the traffic manager mod for such a long time that I didn't know that vanilla was basically a straight line distance calculation, and also ignored traffic jams. I literally didn't know that because I've been playing with the traffic manager mod for so long. And I think they even hired the traffic manager mod author. So I guess they implemented their modded calculations in this successor. So Cities Skylines 2.
Has changed. In Cities Skylines 2, four main factors influence how people move through your city.
That looked smooth. That was great. Okay, four main features. Four main factors, sorry.
These factors are called pathfinding costs. People weigh up these costs to decide where to go and how to get there. The path with the lowest cost is the path they choose. But how people weigh up these costs is very different. To help you understand, let's walk through the four pathfinding costs.
I like it. I guess, I mean, I think in Cities Skylines 1 there was a node-based one where, hey, this node, so this intersection has traffic light. That means it's, in theory, slower than just a yield sign. So by route calculation, let's not use this one. I think that it was in Cities Skylines 1 as well, or it was modded. As I said, I don't remember because I've been playing modded so long.
Usually the most important pathfinding cost. Everyone will pick their quickest route to their destination if they can. Comfort is another pathfinding cost.
Oh, this looks so good. Look at this traffic jam. Wow.
Cost. Who doesn't want a smooth journey?
That is
Would you
beautiful.
avoid tricky intersections if you could? The availability, convenience, and cost of parking will now impact where people choose to go and how to get there.
Right. We know that parking basically creates induced demand in Cities Skylines 2. It is simulated. I already hinted at that reviewing the first video last week. I'll link it up here. And this is the first time we're actually seeing this UI with the parking fee. I literally didn't know they would go this in depth. Like, look at this: parked vehicles, noise pollution, comfort. What? I would have never expected them to go this insane with what they said last week about parking. Okay, we have EV chargers, plenty of chopper bikes. I don't think this is all the vehicle assets that are going to be there at release. I hope these are just for now a few placeholders because they're quite repetitive. But dude, they look so good though.
Easy parking is actually the deciding factor for some people when choosing where to socialize and spend their money.
This is so realistic and so
Another pathfinding cost.
amazing that they
Money.
simulate this.
Fuel, parking, and public transport tickets can seriously add up. So it's a factor in where people choose to go and how they get there.
Love how this looks like a modern Greyhound bus. Awesome assets. All right, so what I was thinking is, if you make your parking lots very expensive, yes, some people will still use these. But if you in turn make your public transport very cheap, there's really now like a level of, weighing up the costs and advantages that you have to do creating your city, but the citizens will also follow that logic. I love this.
The final factor influencing pathfinding is behavior, or how likely people are to engage in risky maneuvers on the road.
What?
Turns, lane hopping, and speeding can reduce travel times, lower fuel consumption, and avoid some of the inconvenient aspects of travel.
What? This is in game? Have you seen this illegal U-turn?
Turns, lane hopping, and speeding can reduce travel times.
Then this guy going at the very last second to the other lane.
Lower fuel consumption and avoid some of the inconvenient aspects of travel. To keep pathfinding costs low,
so there's going to be individual driving styles, I guess.
People will reroute if something happens on their journey.
So there's a crash here. I guess these two vehicles. We need fire truck, police, and as we've seen in the last dev diary, the car maintenance depot as well.
For example, if they get caught behind a traffic
Dude, that 3-point turn looked smooth. I love this.
Way to get where they're going. Hang on. Traffic accidents? Afraid so.
Wait, that car just skid out? What?
Drivers can lose control and crash their vehicles into traffic and buildings. Yikes. You see, things like wet roads, extreme weather events, and the time of day can increase the risk of a collision.
This is amazing. So time of day and weather?
It's actually poor road conditions that should keep you awake at night. Want to reduce the risk of serious mishaps?
These assets look
Send
so
your
good.
road maintenance crew out ASAP. Traffic AI has improved pathfinding so much that you can now grow a larger population. But remember, a big population brings opportunities and challenges.
Okay, wait, again.
Can now grow a larger population. Maintenance crew out. Traffic AI has improved pathfinding so much that you can now grow a larger population.
Traffic AI calculation has improved so much you can have a larger population. I hope they increased the limits, right? There were hidden limits in Cities Skylines where you couldn't have any more vehicles, couldn't have any more population. This is a very short sentence, but I thought that was very important.
But remember, a big population brings opportunities and challenges. 2 info views can help you plan and react when life takes a left turn. Traffic info view takes the guesswork out of traffic management. It delivers a real-time overview of how much traffic is on your road network and traffic, so you can resolve problems quickly. Deep simulation transforms the movement of people, goods, and services through your city into the pulsing...
Honestly, I think these roads look these look way too empty. Either rush hour is already through, and this is like in the middle of the day where everyone's already at their location, or I don't know, this looks a little too empty. Like, at least at the traffic lights, cars should be backing up.
Reality of a living, breathing city. But how people choose...
What's with the... So this means you're allowed to overtake to this side, but you're not allowed to overtake coming from here to this side. Interesting. Is it just cosmetics? And of course, in the turn, logically, this would be the other way around, but... No idea what road type that is.
But how people choose their path?
Wait, what happened to the light?
Breathing city.
Those are high beams. What?
Living, breathing city.
This guy just took the high beams off, and this one... Oh my god, this is insane.
A world of your creation.
What? Dude, these small details... This is what's going to be so interesting. Also, I recently rewatched my first reaction video, and I missed that people weren't jogging, but they were walking across a pedestrian crossing. Traffic light turns from, like the pedestrian traffic light turns from green to red, and they start running to still make the light, right? So I love these contextual and very adaptive changes and these minute details. I love this. Awesome. All right, introduction. Let's skip that one. Let's dig right in. Instead of pathfinding being proximity based in Cities Skylines, destinations by a straight line. Oh yeah, I said that in the video. Instead, they now take the road network into account. So that means services will actually have the better connectivity because they don't take detours because they thought they were closer based on like what is it called, like bird's eye view or straight line distance. Pathfinding cost. Yes, they said this. They will adjust their route based on events along the way. They may change lanes to avoid a car accident or a stopped vehicle. I hope this means that this is no longer the route calculation being done at route start, like it was in City Skylines 1. I think they hinted at that, but rather live calculations, right? Changing on the fly. That would be amazing. I have no idea how they managed to make it not as taxing on the CPU, on the calculation side, because I remember like interviews from like 2015 or so where they said, you know, we can't make the cars adapt routes on the fly because it was way too heavy on the CPU. But dude, this is interesting. I hope this is going to be confirmed further down this dev diary. Right, time. Right, quickest route, easy. Comfort. Avoiding unnecessary turns. A suitable parking spot or public transport stop. It is calculated directly to the pathfinding cost. This is insane. What? Smooth turns? Unnecessary turns? So I know a lot of people hate left turns at big avenues. I can see that being... This is very reasonable, very realistic as well. Money. Yeah, they have an economic system now where all agents have like available money for grocery shopping and mobility as well. Travel and parking costs, compare them to other travel options. Quick, comfortable, and affordable. This is amazing. This sounds like a very deep system. In the case of delivery vehicles, costs of resources they transport increases the further away they are delivered. So this also means industrial traffic, not just residential, right? Selling sources and goods locally is more cost efficient. Wow, I like this. All right, behavior refers to agents' willingness to make dangerous decisions in traffic, making a U-turn. Emergency vehicles have a much more lenient behavior model so that they can navigate the road network and make dangerous pathfinding decisions if necessary. Traveler's age group? What? How in depth is this? I know that I think in Cities Skylines 1 there was already like percentages and preferences for different modes of transport for age groups, but I have no idea how exactly it was set. For teens, the most important factor is money. Oh, so it's not just a flat percentage change, but it's adaptive to the previous 4. Wow. Seek out cheap options. Yep. Adults value time. Seniors prefer comfort. Wow. I love this. Dude, this is amazing. I did not expect that. This flashes me even more than the first Death Diary, which I already thought was amazing. Lowest overall pathfinding cost. Okay, I get the calculation. This is awesome. Distances to the vehicles for service vehicles. As in, will all vehicles have fulfilled their previous service order? Okay. A road maintenance service vehicle is ordered to repair a road segment. The simulation checks where all available vehicles are at the moment and where their current orders are taking them. So it's not just the closest to the depot, but the closest to the current vehicle. So it has like a dispatch system in there. I like this. A currently closer vehicle might not be selected if another vehicle is already on its way to a nearby location. Wow. This is so, as I said, there's like a system running in the background that a disponent would do in real life. Awesome. Resource transportation. Yes, they said this. Lane usage. Ooh, now it gets interesting. And the funny thing was, okay, let's tap back here. They already sticky the comment by themselves. Cities Skylines, please have them use all lanes. Okay, I'm looking forward to this. This already looking awesome, super pretty. This is a very drastic lane change. This vehicle right here, but let's see. Cities Skylines 2 vehicles use more lanes. They try to optimize road usage to allow as smooth traffic as possible, occupying all available lanes as they travel. That means if that one multi-lane road is filled with vehicles waiting at the traffic lights, new cars arriving at the intersections choose other empty lanes. Nice. So this is for intersections. On multi-lane roads, vehicles can overtake slower vehicles. Oh, so we do have individual driving styles. So vehicles can go slower or faster when the simulation notices that the other lanes are used less. Cool, cool. So adaptive overtaking, like real-time calculation and overtaking, is in there. I dig it. Vehicles also switch lanes to avoid completely blocked lanes due to a traffic accident, traffic jam, or a stopped vehicle, such as an ambulance picking up a patient. Oh, I always hated that in Cities Skylines 1. 4-lane road, and this one is the ambulance parking, picking up a patient, and a car would come up and wait behind it instead of taking the available 3 other lanes, right? Oh man, this is such an increase in quality of life, right? You don't have to micromanage or like babysit your traffic anymore. You can just let your traffic and your city run, basically. So the traffic will even itself out, I guess. Vehicles will try to give room for emergency vehicles by switching to other lanes when possible. I have no idea how they do this in a 1-lane road. So 1 lane each direction. Maybe evading to the parking lane. We might have seen that in the video and I might have missed it, so post it in the comments if you can confirm this. But for multi-lane roads, easy. Move over and the emergency vehicle just takes the free lane, right? And I think they have a relatively similar system in Cities Skylines 1 as well. I think I have seen not vehicles moving over for emergency vehicles, but emergency vehicles are able to switch lanes and overtake other cars. I think at least they can do that. Other cars can't evade, as far as I've seen. Also, they can't take the parking lane to evade. So I have no idea, but that's just my speculation. Traffic simulation is complex. Dude, how long is that dev diary? We're already like 18 minutes in the video, and I would have never expected this to be so in depth. Endless US style suburbs. Interesting. You can also do that now. In addition to calculating their path, all vehicles and pedestrians take into account all nearby other agents at all times as they navigate. Wow. The agents make decisions affecting traffic flow multiple times while traveling, separate from their pathfinding decision. Okay, wait. So pathfinding decision is pathfinding cost, which they explained earlier. Traffic flow is adaptive and on the fly, I guess. These include accelerating along the traffic, braking to slow down, avoiding oncoming traffic. Oh, okay. I mean, they already do that in City Skylines 1. It's the basic traffic AI. Besides switching lanes to optimize traffic flow. And unexpected events. That is the new stuff. This is new right here. Right, more numerous, more in-depth. That's what I said, right? And in the video they said the calculations are much more efficient, but how? They're more complex, but they're also more efficient, resulting in higher performance of multi-core CPUs. Oh, so they're multi-threading. Yeah, the issue was that a lot of it for Cities Skylines 1 was single-core CPU performance. That's true. Doesn't feature hard limits for agents. Oh my god. The simulation is the performance of the simulation pathfinding is vastly improved. Larger populations are possible. The only real limits are hardware limitations. What? There's no limits, guys. That's it. Q no, there's no limit. Alright. Let's go on to roundabouts. I'm hyped. This is even more crazy than the first Dev Diary, which I thought was already way more than I expected for predecessor. Sorry, successor. Right, roundabouts, yeah. I know that they already have the yield implemented automatically. Yeah, roundabout entry and exit is already calculated. Give way. Yeah. Vehicles might cut in front of another vehicle already on it if a suitable opportunity arises. Cool. Yeah, like it. Traffic accidents. Oh, that's a big one. The skidding in the video, dude, I did not expect that. I thought it was just like, okay, two cars crash on a given lane, that's it. But skidding out in turns, skidding out in rain, let's see what they're saying. Crash into traffic or buildings, calculated per road segment. And it's increased by features such as road condition, lighting conditions, so when it's dark, I guess, weather, and disasters. When an accident check, the calculation in the background succeeds, the vehicle is selected randomly to lose control. The vehicle is pushed in a random direction. Simple collision and physics to allow it to hit obstacles. Oh, interesting. That's what we saw in the video. That's why it had like suddenly quite realistic looking, but like physics based movement, which other cars don't, obviously. They drive like on rails, I think. If a vehicle collides with another agent, we have seen this, it also gains collision and physics for the duration of the accident. Okay, so it can basically crash into multiple others. Needs to be cleared by police and road maintenance. Yes, we know this already. The simulation halts traffic on the lanes that are affected. So for example, here it would just be this lane, the other two are clear. And vehicles wait until the road is cleared before continuing on their way. Ambulances might also... Oh, so not just police and road maintenance, but ambulances might also be called if the accident was severe enough. Wow. So they calculate this as well. Making U-turns. Oh yeah, we've all seen people backing up a highway because of closure. Them just doing a U-turn on the highway, super dangerous. But it's in there, guys. It's right there. They might recalculate their pathfinding. All right, parking. First time we're seeing a parking garage. Parking garage is confirmed. So far, we only had two different types of parking lots that we saw. Also, what's with that road? Wide sidewalk? Okay. Oh, that's a very, very steep, like, swerve. Ah, interesting. One of the four main aspects of pathfinding. I love this. As an urban planner, dude, parking is such a huge feature in urban planning, and it literally was excluded from CS1. Like, one of the main issues in urban planning that we have today. And it's in there. I still can't get over this. Agents consider available parking spaces when they calculate pathfinding. Most comfortable option is to park on the lot of the building they're traveling to. If that's not possible, they will choose either another parking option or a different transportation method. So if you make parking like super unavailable or super expensive, they will take a different transportation method. Lack of parking can lead citizens to preferring other places. Interesting. They might not even drive there either by public transport or by car if there's just nothing available. They might just not go there and choose a different destination for the activities all together. This is, wow, this is another layer on top. Again, citizen age groups have different preferences. Yes, they said this. Parking affects all these as well. Seniors prefer comfort. Parking spaces near their destination, obviously. Because, mobility tends to decrease, like on foot, being able to be well on your feet, right? They will most likely choose them regardless of the potential parking fee. Adults are concerned about time, quickest route. Teens have the least money. They choose cheap parking options, even if it means this is quite realistic. Yes, I can confirm, and yes, nice. Parking choices in pathfinding can be affected by fees on individual parking lots. So the parking cost slider, the ticket slider that we saw is per building or per lot. And roadside parking doesn't necessarily need to be free in-game. There are roadside parking fees added to the district tool, which I love. That was one of the questions I had in the first dev diary. In my head, I didn't state it in the video, right? Because I was thinking roadside parking means usually making public space available for free, if it's free roadside parking, for private usage. You park your private car for your private activity, right? So it's basically a waste or giving away for free your public land. And we kind of want to get away from that. So either we want to have private parking or public parking that comes with a cost, but we want to prevent on-street parking as much as possible, or at least like free on-street parking. I like that this is now a district-based thing, which is kind of realistic how we do it in real life, either street-based or district-based. Right, how do we get an overview about everything they said previously? So let's dig into info views. Traffic volume and traffic flow. There's now two distinct measures. Let me link a video up here, which is about how city building games treat data wrong, or how it misses out on some important data. And the thing in City Skylines 1 was you just had one measure to measure all of traffic. And now we have three, basically. We have value over time, we have traffic flow, we have traffic volume. And in City Skylines, the issue was if there was a high volume, but the traffic flowed perfectly fine, it would still mark dark red. And now you can see this is high volume because it's a big bridge, but as far as I can see, there's not too many vehicles on there. So this should actually, if the player would toggle on traffic flow now, wouldn't mark to red, but rather green. Nice. All right, and now the specific road info view, not the traffic info view, but road info view. Okay, these are two distinct ones as well. We didn't have that previously, I think. Shows in-depth information about a single road, covering the road's condition, as well as its traffic flow and volume. Nice. Road condition again. Okay, what do we see? Parking facility availability, I guess in your whole city, because I couldn't imagine 1,500 parking spots on that single road. Maintenance depots, road maintenance vehicles. This is a road maintenance vehicle right here. Road condition. This is good because I guess the vehicle just drove over there and fixed the road, right? Nice. Okay, now how do service vehicles differ from regular vehicles? Suitable path to their destination, they calculate that. Yes, so far so logical. When a garbage truck receives an order to travel to the next destination to pick up garbage, they also pick up garbage along the way. Yes, same as in Cities Skylines 1. Emergency vehicles have additional rules compared to regular service vehicles. Their behavior is more dangerous compared to other vehicles. They're able to make illegal U-turns if it shortens their route to their destination. Other vehicles will give way or switch lanes on multi-lane roads. Police patrols have additional rules. They can override their patrol duties if an emergency takes place. Yes, happens in real life as well, right? Public transportation travels on designated lines. That was also not always happening in Cities Skylines 1, so I'm glad they fixed this, besides taxis. Oh, so taxis are in. Huh, cool, okay. Service vehicle operations can be limited to player-created districts. Yes, we've seen this in leaked screenshots as well as official videos as well. And in the leaked, what's it called, achievements. So we know that you can limit certain services to certain districts. Okay, so we have a car crash here. I guess this flipped car and this one, and these are glitching out, making illegal U-turns. I guess this is just Cities Skylines wonkiness. I mean, we've seen this Cities Skylines 1 as well. And outside connections. Nice. Traffic between other cities from one outside connection to the next. Oh yeah, this is dummy traffic, you'd call it in Cities Skylines 1. Okay. And that's it. This is stunning. I did really not expect this to be so in-depth. Consequently, the video is much, much longer. I will link the previous reaction to the first dev diary, as well as the video I mentioned about the data in Cities Skylines here in the end screen. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video on what's the dev diary about? I don't know. Next Monday. See you guys next Monday. Bye bye.